All right, y'all. Now look, when I saw that Kodak video, um, I was kind of sad watching it. Like I was just like, damn, bro. One, I ain't nobody was on drugs like that.
I ain't even on no live shit. I ain't even on shit. My birthday, bro. I wouldn't even find. I ain't even listening to my album, bro. Pistols and Prayers, bro. When I just dropped this shit, man. I dropped that shit. I dropped that shit on what? May 26. I ain't listened to that shit 2 weeks later. In the back of my Maybach Spring, man. And I'm still show y'all the 4 points. Let me y'all want to see that. I know what's going. So bad. My time over what you call it. I'm saying it been from that age, then I was 17 then. I was 17 then, bro. When the Social Security place and all that other shit, then we go to the time machine. I was 17 then. Before then, I probably didn't see my old boy, bitch and bitch, whatever. And he still ain't try to give me no rundown on what happened with my old girl. He still ain't do that. I mean, and he ain't turning like he just gonna make it to a point where it's just like, I already know you shit. You probably hate me. Like you probably hate me. Like I know what you call it and shit like that. But it's just like, I sometimes, man, when you dealing with women and shit, and they love you for real, you dropping. I'm saying, you swinging that bitch. You swinging that bitch sometimes. I pipe that. Well, hour and a half that time, consistently dropping them off. I'm that water. I'm like, whatever. And all the other stuff, and they let me for real, but they moving on promotion, so they crazy and all that shit. And all that, and they be like, damn, babe. Like, and really all, you a bitch. Oh. They're like all that crazy shit, like Steve Keys and all that other shit.
Two, if that's the real Kodak, just by like his music and the way he act, you would think like mentally he would be a little bit stronger than that, just to not let them drugs get him that way.
The church. Who try to wait till they 40 years old to church every day and all that shit. Yeah, I did see that. And like this shit like that, bro. Whatever, man. Fuck on. So, especially doing all this fucking talking. And I swear, I'm finna go mute. Just like get the chair, and I'm gonna say y'all can have a real insight, cause I know it seemed like crazy and stupid. I ain't gonna lie, shit.
And then I also heard a song where he was talking about he tried meth, and he liked it. It was a clip. It was like a short on YouTube, and it probably started floating around when he got arrested, right? So, like, seeing that clip, bro, it really lets you know how the industry eats you up. Now, I mean, it may be a lot of drug addicts out there that got their own story, people that face them kind of spiritual battles, because at the end of the day, that is spiritual. That's like a demonic stronghold over your soul, over your mind, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't beat addiction without God. You can't beat anything that has a tie on your soul. You know how we talked about soul ties before? We talked about it with women, with men, with relationships, with sex, with your partner, with this and that. Soul ties that weren't good. In a sense, addiction is kind of the same thing, because that thought process, you being addicted to them kind of drugs, it's like attached to you. It becomes who you are. So there's no way of beating that without God, if you've never been the type of person to pray, if you've never been the type of person to try to reach out to God and ask for strength, ask for help, ask for forgiveness, it will never happen. You will never defeat it. Because I know people right now that's addicted to things, and they can't see the other side. You see what I'm saying? I wanted to do this video because it had a lot of, kind of like spiritual sense to it that should be talked about, because addiction is real, and it's a lot of rappers that's addicted to all kind of shit, which we already know. We already know. They love to do lean. Motherfuckers love to smoke weed all day, every day. Pop, perk 30, perk 10, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Any other drug that they come across. Coke, we already know it's hella cokeheads in the industry. We already know those things. And a lot of people use it to cope. But damn no, seeing Kodak just doing all that, like tripping on IG Live, is, you know, people watching the live like, bro, you need to end this shit, this and that. Like, he was really out of his mind. I don't know if that was meth. I don't think that was no perk. I don't think no perk. I don't take none of that stuff. The last time I ever did a pill, I was in college. You know what I'm saying? I was in college, and that was like fucking 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And it was a Zan, and I drunk like 2 beers, and I forgot the whole night. And after that, I never touched a pill again. So that's just to give my little part of it, because, you know, we all ain't innocent. We all done did whatever we done did. But that couldn't have been no perk. No perk, you know what I'm saying? Because you look at those as like depressants, you know, it make you drowsy, sleepy, whatever. He was like talking to himself, tripping, like face glitching and doing shit. He might have been on that meth right there for real. I don't know what that was, but that ain't look cool, bro. And like I said in the beginning of the video, if that's the real Kodak, because remember, you know, when he first got out of jail and all this and shit, you know, nobody really thought that was the real Kodak. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even know if that was a body double of Kodak coming out, because I was fully sold that that wasn't a real Kodak. It just didn't. When y'all got to remember when Kodak first dropped. Maybe by now they done swapped places again or something. But when he first dropped, that was not Kodak. It didn't even look like Kodak. It looked like a whole nother nigga they got to play Kodak. Maybe they done squeezed them in or some shit in the meantime since all that done happened. But, bro, that was crazy. Seeing that, bro, that shit kind of made me sad. Because that's just like, bro, for somebody to get right there, you know, also mean that ain't his first time being that way. That's just his first time, excuse me. That's just his first time doing that on camera. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm just doing this video because if anybody is along them lines and you feeling yourself becoming addicted to something, even if it's something small, which no addiction is small, and even if you're addicted to weed and you can't stop smoking weed, you can't stop drinking, you got to understand. And I started to, you know, something just started to hit me. Like when I was smoking weed every day, I'd never been a drinker. I told y'all that already. But when I was smoking weed every day and then my body started to feel different, you know, from smoking, it didn't feel the same no more. Like, you gotta start recognizing that shit, bro. Your spirit gonna tell you when something ain't right. And that's the thing. A lot of y'all don't even know how to listen to yourself. Like, it's gonna tell you that you should stop smoking. You probably sitting there smoking like, damn, I be smoking all the time. Shit, this damn blunt, weed, nicotine, weed, this shit hit my lungs. Like, I ain't even high off this shit. You be telling yourself the shit, and then you still go on to do the same thing. Like, bro, your spirit is telling you to stop doing whatever you doing. It's telling you. But it's really a battle. It's really a battle of, you know, you versus yourself, you versus your flesh. Like, your flesh is powerful as hell because your flesh want drugs, you know, random sex. Your flesh wants shit that, you know, just completely is not good for you. So for you to master that, for you to be able to control what your flesh wants, then you'll be in control of your mind. You know, you will like gather more strength mentally to be able to fight those things. But number one, you gotta put it on God. You have to ask God for strength, for help. Bro, I can't stress it enough, bro. Being addicted to no matter what it is, weed, alcohol, whatever, bro. You have to, do you not understand? It's spiritual, bro. It is spirits that are causing you to be addicted. It's damn near not even yourself. Like, you have to understand, like, the flesh is what your spirit operates in. This vessel wants all the bullshit. Your spirit, Your true soul, your true spirit don't want that shit. You really don't want it. It's your flesh you fighting against. So that lets you know this is spiritual. This is a spiritual battle within yourself, because this is just the shell. You know, your body is taking all of the addiction, all the chemicals, all this and that. So that's why you're fighting against the shell. You're fighting against, you know, your flesh. But, you know, in a sense, this is why you need God's help, because, you know, it's a spiritual battle. If you get how I'm trying to relay it to you, it's a spiritual battle, you know. That's why you need help from the spirit world. You need help from God. You need that strength that you do not have in order to fight. You basically need that strength from God in order to fight that addiction. You see what I'm saying? It's not something you will get rid of off of your own strength. It just doesn't work that way. I know you think you could just stop doing some shit all on your own, but you can't. You won't understand the feeling of God putting that strength in you to stop doing something toward, you know, you thinking that you just did it yourself. It's different, because you're going to crave it still. You're probably going to do it again soon. You know, it's different when God put it in you. When God puts something in you that's like, it's over with. It's done. It's done. The feelings that you're going to have towards something, like when I got that real feeling in me, I kept praying to, you know, leave the weed alone, stop smoking every day, stop doing it. But it left. Life is the same. Like how I thought my life would be so much different without smoking weed. The things that I used to do around it that made me love smoking, I do those same things now, and I don't want to smoke. You don't need it to do those same things, to get fresh, to go out somewhere. You know, a lot of people like to smoke and chill and like play the game, you know, especially like younger dudes, you know, even dudes my age as well. You know what I'm saying? Like all of us in our generation, we kind of like to smoke and do the same kind of things. You want to smoke before you go out, smoke before you go eat. Your appetite without weed is completely stronger than smoking weed. That shit disrupts your appetite. It only makes you hungry when you're high, but your natural appetite is strong as hell. You don't even need that shit. You know, and I'm not trying to make this video completely about weed, but I know the average person, the average Joe, the average girl, you're addicted to smoking weed. You know, and most of y'all ain't out here addicted to coke, you know, addicted to these high-end drugs, lean and shit. You know, there's probably a lot of motherfuckers out here addicted to pills and perks and all that shit too, but it's the same thing. You need to stop that shit. Oh, bro, you're gonna die early, bro. You're gonna die early. You're gonna die early. You're gonna experience shit in life you would never experience had your ass just stopped. Just stop. You know, start praying to God more, bro. It ain't nothing wrong with it. It ain't nothing wrong with it. A lot of these people be out here like, oh, we don't believe in God. You know, I don't believe in religion, this and that. It's like, what? Clarify what you don't believe in. You can just say you don't believe in religion. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe. You got to first understand like what's even going on. Like a lot of us don't get into what the state of religion is. You may not go to church, you know, which is okay. If you don't go to church, long as you have a personal relationship with God, it's cool, because you could be sitting down talking about God with your mom, with your friend, with your cousin, with two people, and that's the church right there. The church is you and your homie talking about God and your faith, maybe. You know what I'm saying? That's the church. Have a little session with your homie or something real quick. Because if y'all ain't got the same beliefs, you know, with you and your friends, or you and your girlfriend, or, you know, some girl you trying to talk to, if y'all ain't got the same beliefs, bro, you don't belong together. You do not belong together. Because then you're going to run into witchcraft. Then you're going to be facing battles that you have no idea how to fight. You don't even know how to maneuver it. It's spiritual warfare that you do not know how to maneuver in, bro. And look, the time that we living in, this is why it's so important. The time that we living in, I can't stress it enough. The time we living in, it's not time to play games, bro. It's not time to talk to every female that you see. It's not time to entertain all these dudes that's hitting you up on social media. These folks ain't got no faces, bro. They spirits and demons, bro, on the inside of them. And you know what I'm saying? What I meant to say, these spirits and demons ain't got no faces. You know what I'm saying? That means it's so many of them walking around, you can't even tell what's what, which is why you can't allow all this shit into your life, because then at the end of the day, you're going to be fighting against witchcraft, witches, and warlocks and shit that you don't even know about. Like, you don't even know how to battle it. You got shit going on in your life. You know, you getting into all kind of shit is happening to you, but you don't know why it's happening. It's because probably someone's doing witchcraft on you, or you're with somebody that you're not supposed to be with, and you got all this weird demonic energy going on around you that you can't quite put your finger on. Now I know I done like started on Kodak and went to addiction and all kind of shit, but it don't matter. All this stuff relates. All this stuff relates because, you know, witchcraft is becoming prominent, bro. It's becoming so widespread that this is why I say a lot of people, a lot of young people don't even know what you're facing, you know? And the energy around the world right now is like pure witchcraft. You know, spells being casted on people on the daily by shit that you watch, shit that you listen to. Most importantly, the people around you. Most importantly. And that kind of goes back, you know, to being addicted to certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people around you feeding that shit. You know what I'm saying? You doing shit that the next motherfucker doing. Most of y'all ain't out here popping pills and smoking and drinking by yourself. Now, the real ones who really addicted to, they are. But a lot of you doing it with your friends. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing that takes your mind away from what you really need to be out here facing, what you really need to be discerning, spiritually discerning, having spiritual awareness to what is going on around you, bro. This is a topic that we could sit here and talk about every single day because it's more important than anything you got going on in your life. It's to clear your mind. Clear your mind, bro. Become like mentally stable out here. You see what I'm saying? You will have things pop up in your life and go well for you more than you could ever imagine if you just let certain shit go. It includes letting go of addictions. It includes letting go of people. Everything, bro. Things will come to your doorstep that you could never imagine. You could never imagine, bro. And I picked that, like, I promise you that, bro. I promise you that. Because when I gave up, you know, the addictions, when I gave up that certain kind of shit in my life, bro, the doors just said, whoom, bro. Like, it just opened. It opened up. And, you know, and you kind of realize when, you know, you need certain things in your life to be a certain kind of way. You know, you might need to be alone. You might, you know, you might need to be with somebody. You know, I'm not saying don't be with anybody, you know, but it has to be right. It has to be right. Like, this girl has to be right for you. This guy has to be right for you. Like I said, if y'all don't have the same spiritual beliefs, you need to part. Even if you with them right now and they on the fence about believing in something that you fully believe in, why are you wasting your time? It's not gonna work. It's never gonna work that way. You see what I'm saying? It's never gonna work that way. How can it work that way? You'd be much better off alone than facing battles that you do not know how to fight. And once you become aware of that shit, once you become aware of how people actually are out here doing witchcraft on others, women doing witchcraft on men, men manipulating women and doing witchcraft on them as well, you will really start to be like, you know what, I'm good on all this shit. Like, I'm gonna let something naturally happen and come to me. I'm not gonna walk up to every girl I see at the store. I'm not gonna talk to all these dudes that's DMing me and coming up to me all the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving him my number. I'm not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? When something naturally comes across and comes my way, then boom, you know what I'm saying? I can flow with it. I can go with it. That's how it should be. Things should happen naturally. Stop forcing relationships and talking to women just because you're horny, bro. Now you in a life or death situation. You dealing with a witch all because you had a little strike of, damn, she fine. I want to get her number. Bro, take your ass home, bro. Get back in your car. Motherfuckers be riding down the street, see a girl at a gas station, pull up to the gas station and talk to the girl. Bro, you were never meant to talk to her, bro. Your path was to keep going down that street, bro. You know how many dudes that I done been around that do shit like that, bro? Go all out their way, bro. I'm talking about driving down the street, done saw something, done pulled up. It is not that serious. It's not, bro. It's not that serious, bro. There's thousands, thousands of women out here. You did not have to turn around to go talk to this one lady. Now you in some whole other shit that you would have never been in, bro. And it goes the same way for women to men. I know a lot of y'all women ain't out here, hopping on men first. Y'all like to be talked to, this and that. But stop inviting that shit into your life. You know what I'm saying? Just because he might look good or whatever, you don't need him. You don't need him. If it didn't happen naturally, do not talk to him. Period. If it didn't happen naturally, don't involve yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's better off being alone. But yeah, man, look, I don't want to keep going too far in this video. I guess I was kind of all over the place because, that Kodak shit was crazy. I just kind of wanted to talk about that real quick. And not gonna lie, I did kind of have some of that witchcraft stuff on my mind recently. I did kind of want to hop on that subject because I just can't stress enough today in 2023. Nothing is normal, y'all. This is not 15 years ago where you can just be out here willy-nilly just living life. Ain't nothing happening. Even back then you couldn't, but we ain't know all that back then. Right now in 2023, bro, all these people out here dying, bro. People dying, bro. Your family dying, friends is dying, bro. Folks is getting up out of here. And it's because of the state of this world right now, bro. The energy that's here, it's here, bro. That demonic antichrist energy is here, bro. And it's nothing to play with. This the time to be aware of what's going on, bro. It's not the time to be playing, bro. And the most life and death situations got to do with the people that's around you, bro. I cannot stress that enough, bro. Don't be out here playing with your life, bro. Get that shit right. Make your money. Do the things you want to do in life. This is for women as well, bro. Like, do your thing. You got kids, be with your kid. Do your thing. Let shit happen naturally, bro. It's not worth none of that. Clear this. Have a stable mind. Clear your mental out. And that's the most peace you can possibly have. And if that man comes along and you feel that's right for you, and boom, it's blessed by God, you're gonna flourish together. And y'all may, take it all the way. You know what I'm saying? But until that happens, man, just live your life, bro. Be alone. Like, it ain't worth none of that shit. It's not worth none of that shit. I can't stress it enough. So yeah, man, look. With that being said, man, I appreciate y'all if y'all watch this whole video. I really thank y'all. I'm really blessed that y'all listen to me. Y'all listen to my opinions, my thoughts on things, I've been blessed with that. I've been blessed with that to have a platform where I can speak to thousands and you take what I say and you try to apply it, you know what I'm saying? Because, I ain't got all the answers. I've just figured out a lot of shit on my way, along my path, along my journey. And I want to just say thank y'all the most, because y'all support me from here to Patreon, and everything I got going on. And yeah, I did cut my dreads, man. I kind of need a little line up, but dreads is gone, for the people that's wondering, like, wow, this motherfucker hair go and some shit. Look, I had hair for so long, bro. I ain't had a haircut as a grown man. Y'all understand? Like, I had dreads and braids in high school, braids in middle school. Braids in middle school. Elementary, I had an afro. I think I was like 7 years old the last time I had a cut. You know what I'm saying? So I just said, bro, it was time to just cut the dreads off, try something new. I can wear normal hats and shit now. You know what I'm saying? Hoodie ain't got a fat ass fluff back here because it's 58 dreads in the back. You know what I'm saying? This is a little hoodie I made too. These shits, it's kind of, I need to get the clothes shit going. But anyway, y'all already know what's going on, man. Look, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna put this video out probably in a minute. I just recorded this on the spot. For all my patrons, I do got a video I'm about to drop on there, I think today. That video might make it to YouTube by Sunday just because I don't know, I kind of want everybody to see that video. I don't know, it depends. But I'm gonna drop that video. Y'all already know we got another video coming this Sunday. The content continues. Really appreciate y'all. Black Balloon, and I'm going to see y'all soon.